Hey gang, so this is something that is admittedly kind of a silly trick, but I will also confess that it is something I haven't stopped being able to play around with since I came up with it just a couple weeks ago. The idea is to bring together two different things that I have already featured in videos. The first of which being, of course, the notion of chu-chus, like this, where you're kind of having one hand perform a hip/shoulder reel and the other hand performing an R-type, and the 6-pedal anti-spin flowers with staves that I explored in my very, very first double staff tech blog last year. Because both of these require the same kind of home position and everything, it dawned on me at a spin jam a couple weeks ago that you could just combine them together and boom. Essentially do your chu-chu up top, switch across for your 6-pedal anti-spin on one side, chu-chu on the other side, 6-pedal anti-spin on the other side. So in total what it would be is from this position right here where my right hand is up, I'm going to do a shoulder reel with my right hand staff, taking the left hand staff around with it, trying to maintain a point of connection between the thumb end of my left hand staff and the pinky end of my right hand staff. From here, I rotate both of the staves so that my palms are pointed down, and then further over so that now both of my thumbs are pointed down towards the ground, and then push the middle ends away from me out before bringing them back to the center with now my left hand up and my right hand down. From here, of course, I can go into the chu-chu going the other way with my left hand performing the shoulder reel and my right hand performing the R-type down around it, trying to maintain a point of contact between the left hand's pinky end and the right hand's thumb end. From there, I rotate both of the hands so that my palms are pointed down, and then both my thumbs are pointed down, and I push that middle segment out and then straight back to me, right? So if I want to, I can just, boom, go back and forth between the two. Of course, I can also do the bottom end of the chu-chu by rotating the lower staff around like a hip reel, while the upper staff is doing an R-type around with it, like so. And again, palms down, thumbs down, out and back. Now it's going to be the left-hand staff that's performing the hip reel, the right-hand staff that's doing the R-type, palms down, thumbs down, push out to the sides, right? You could even, if you wanted to, go shoulder reel one side, hip reel the other side, shoulder reel one side, hip reel the other side. I'm less a fan of this just because it means that you wind up having the same hand performing the reel part of it every time you go around. I prefer switching it up each time so that you get a little bit more of a variation in what you're playing around with, yeah? So again, it's not the most complicated thing in the world, but I'll be damned if this hasn't been a thing that I have found myself playing around with quite a lot in the past month, just because it's fun, pretty easy, and not too terribly difficult to achieve. And I think it actually has a good look to it. So, yeah, anyhow, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you all have a good week. I will be back with you in 2 weeks with more tech for you. Peace. This video right here exists thanks to the wonderful support of these folks right here. They found me at patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and were kind enough to make a contribution to continue my efforts to create educational flow arts content for people all over the world. If you or someone that you know has learned something from one of the videos that I've put out there, please consider going to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi or DrexFactor.com/support and making a small contribution to helping me continue this effort, putting out educational videos to people the world over and teaching them about the love of flow arts. Thank you in advance.